So I hear you want to buy some Bitcoin, and maybe it's because of stuff like this. Prime Minister Justin Trudeau has just invoked the Emergencies Act in response to the Freedom Convoy protests, which gives the federal government extended powers, including this. From this recent press conference, Deputy Prime Minister Chrystia Freeland said that with this new power, banks can immediately freeze or suspend bank accounts without a court order and without fear of civil liability. Now, this is supposed to be used against the truckers, against the protesters and the Freedom Convoy. But measures like this technically allow the government to overreach to freeze bank accounts of basically anybody. And that is an extremely, extremely worrying precedent, whether or not you support the truckers. And if this freaks you out like it freaks me out, then you might be wondering, what can I do to keep my money safe from stupid laws like this being used? One of the best ways to protect your money is to put your money in crypto and store it in a non-custodial wallet. So how do you turn Canadian dollars into Bitcoin? What is up, guys? My name is Brie, and in this video, I'm going to be walking you through the process of taking your Canadian dollars, turning it into crypto, and store it safely out of the reach of anybody who might want to seize your money. Now, there are three key important steps of this process. Number one is to sign up for a crypto exchange. Number two is to buy Bitcoin or another crypto. And three is to send it to a non-custodial wallet, preferably a hardware or cold storage wallet. If you don't know what that is, I'll get to that in just a few minutes. But first, let's start at the beginning and walk you through signing up with a cryptocurrency exchange. Now, there are a lot of different crypto exchanges you can use, but to keep things simple to reduce fees, you want to choose an exchange that is based in Canada. And two of the biggest, most commonly used ones are Newton and ShakePay. ShakePay only allows you to buy and sell Bitcoin and Ethereum, whereas Newton has a lot more options, so choose accordingly. Let me show you what this process looks like with Newton. So you're gonna grab your phone and open up the App Store and download the Newton app. Once you've done that, you're gonna sign up for an account, and the next phase is to do identity verification. Now, just about every exchange does require this now. They do require you to verify your identity. First, you're going to be asked for personal identification, so your name and address and all of that. Second, you'll upload a photo of government ID, such as your passport or driver's license. And third, you'll be asked to do a facial recognition scan just to make sure you're a real person, they know who you are. And again, this is required due to government regulations. Just about any financial institution needs to know these things about their customers. So this process is known as KYC, or Know Your Customer. And there are options if you want to avoid the whole KYC thing, but it's going to be a little more difficult. Your options, if you want to avoid that, are first to check out any local crypto or Bitcoin meetups where you can actually trade Canadian dollars for Bitcoin with another person, with another individual. Or alternatively, you could look for a Bitcoin ATM and see what their options are. I haven't used either of these methods myself, but I hear if you want to avoid KYC, this is the way to go. Now, putting that aside, jumping back into Newton, once you've submitted all of your identity verification stuff, you're going to have to wait to be approved. Now, this could take a little while. For me, I believe it took only a couple of hours, maybe not even that, to get approved. But once you do, you're ready to go on to the next step. Step number two is to buy Bitcoin or whatever other cryptocurrency you want to buy. Just a note that if you don't like the idea of putting a bunch of money into a volatile asset like Bitcoin, like Ethereum, you can put your money into a stable coin. Now, a stable coin such as USDC is pegged to the US dollar. So that way, if you buy USDC, you're not going to see the wild fluctuations like you will with most other cryptos. But going back to Newton, the easiest way to fund your account is through an Interact e-transfer. This is the easiest way. Transfers are free and they show up in your account usually instantly, but it can take up to 2 hours for your funds to show up within Newton. There is a limit of $70,000 deposited per week using this method. But if you have more money than that you want to deposit, then wire transfer is the way to go. So wire transfers are available for larger amounts up to $1 million. If you have that kind of money, then that's the way. But do note that it does take 3 to 5 business days for those funds to show up in your account. Once you have Canadian dollars in your account, let's go buy some Bitcoin. To do that, let's click the double arrows button to trade, and it's already set to Bitcoin. If you wanted to trade for something else, you can simply select from the drop down and choose what coin you want to go with. But basically, I put in however much I want to spend. Let's do $100. That's going to buy me 0.001774 Bitcoin at the current price, and swipe to trade, and success. So now I've turned $100 Canadian into Bitcoin. Any amount you buy will show up here in your Newton wallet, but we're not done. This crypto is not yet safely stored, which brings us to the next step. And the reason your crypto is not safe inside an exchange wallet like Newton or ShakePay is illustrated best by the common phrase in crypto, not your keys, not your coins. So what does this mean? Now, the possession of any amount of crypto is determined by who has the private keys to that crypto. I'm not going to get into the explanation of how the blockchain works, but you have private keys to any amount of crypto. And if you have those, that crypto is yours. But when your crypto is held on a custodial exchange like Newton, you don't have access to those keys. The exchange holds those keys for you. What this means is that if that exchange were to be hacked, or if, say, the Canadian government decided to freeze all funds or to shut down all access to crypto exchanges, then you are shit out of luck, to put it bluntly. So to avoid that happening to us, what we need to do is to move our crypto over to a wallet where we hold our own secret keys. And once we do that, we'll have complete control over our money. So that takes us to step number 3 to transfer our crypto to a non-custodial crypto wallet. Now, the first thing we need to do is to choose what kind of wallet we want to set up and store our crypto in. You have a few different options. There are hot wallets like MetaMask, like Electrum, which are software-only wallets. They're just code. They are not an actual physical device. Now, hot wallets are less secure, but they're more convenient because you don't have to order something and have it shipped to your house and look after that. It's just a piece of software on your computer. And both software and hardware wallets do the same thing. They store the secret keys to your crypto. Now, you could go with a hot wallet, but the best choice is actually to use a hardware wallet or a cold storage wallet. Hardware wallets are those like the Trezor or the Ledger, like this one here, and they are actual physical devices you use to store your secret keys. Now, devices like this must be plugged into your computer in order to access your crypto, to take it out, or to spend it, which gives you that added level of security. So if given the choice, I highly recommend you grab one of these. I think I got this for around $70-$80. Buy it direct from the manufacturer, just to be safe. I'll leave you some links below. But once you've ordered your hardware wallet, it's come in the mail. Next, you got to set that thing up before we can use it. I'm not going to go through the specifics of setting up a wallet here, but you can check out this video I did on setting up the Ledger Nano S if you're interested in going more in depth. To set up your wallet, you're going to connect it to your computer, you're going to set a PIN, and you're going to generate your 24-word secret recovery phrase. Now, this is really important because there are basically 2 separate ways to access your crypto, and the first is to have the physical device and your PIN number and access that way. But say your device is lost, it is confiscated, or it's destroyed, you can still access your crypto if you have your secret recovery phrase, aka your seed phrase. So when you're setting up your wallet, your device will generate this phrase for you. You're going to write that down on a card and keep it somewhere safe. Never type it into your computer. It should always be entered on your device, and do not share it with anybody, because if somebody knows your secret recovery phrase, they can take your crypto. But once you have your wallet all set up and ready to go, the last thing we need to do is transfer that crypto from our exchange over to that wallet for safekeeping. Your wallet's going to have some sort of software program in which you can access your wallet address. So open up your wallet software, copy that address, grab your phone, open up that exchange, and we're going to send our crypto. So I'm going to open up my Newton app, go to the trade button, and I want to withdraw and crypto to wallet. So this is going to be the part where I choose how much Bitcoin I want to withdraw. Let's do 50% of what I have in here. And then you have the option to paste address or scan QR code. So you can get either of those things from your software for your hardware wallet and put that in there. So let's paste address, double check the address is correct. There's no typos. You never want to type this out yourself. Always copy and paste, because if you mess this up, if your address is wrong, that money goes off. You're never going to see it again. Click to send, and then we wait for that transaction to go through. It can take a bit of time for your transaction to show up on a block on the blockchain and get confirmed, but once it does, that crypto should show up in your wallet and you'll see it there. But once you have done that, your money is safely stored away from meddling hands and prime ministers with sticky fingers. And having control of your own money is honestly one of the only ways individuals can stay sovereign and stay in control of their lives in an age when governments are increasing surveillance, increasing regulations, increasing control, encroaching on our freedoms, and all of that jazz. But if you're ready to jump in and get started, if you use my link in the description below to sign up with Newton, and deposit your first $100, you'll get an extra $25 added to your account for doing so. But otherwise, if you want to learn more about crypto and how to operate confidently in the crypto space, whether that's through buying and selling, earning passive income, getting into crypto gaming, or buying and selling NFTs, then check out my Skillshare course, the Crypto Basics Bootcamp. Now, Skillshare is technically a paid platform, but if you sign up with my link in the description below, you'll get a free 30-day trial of Skillshare in which you can use to go through my entire course as well as any of the other courses on the Skillshare platform. This course is super short and actionable and will get you up to speed on the basics in crypto so you can become a confident investor fast. But that takes us to the end of this video, guys. So I just want to thank you for watching, for sticking it out to the end. If you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up, hit subscribe, and share it with a friend. It's truly the best way to support me and this channel. But otherwise, if you're ready to continue on down the crypto rabbit hole, make sure you check out one of these videos next, and I will see you guys next time.